This is Mariage part 11. This is the 5th page. For a couple of reasons, I am going to do both the right and left hand in this video. One, because there's a part where the hands swap together, and there's also the last two lines of this page are very similar to parts that you've done before. So, we're going to start off by a little reminder of the last measure of the fourth line. If you remember, it sounds like now we're going to continue with the rest of that phrase, that melodic phrase. So the beginning measure of the 5th page starts off with our right hand playing A, 2 A's above middle C with our little finger, and the left hand is playing 2 F's below middle C with the little finger. The right hand's playing mostly 8th notes, left hand is playing quarter notes, so there's generally 2 notes in the right hand to every note on the left. So it's going to sound, starting with our A on the right hand and our F on the left. Right hand will then go to thumb on C. Then the left hand will move to thumb on A below middle C. It's a big leap. And then the right hand along with that will play another thumb on C. And then we'll play 3-finger E flat. Then the left hand moves to little finger on B flat, while the right hand plays 2-finger D and thumb on B flat. Then the left hand moves to thumb on B flat right below middle C, while the right hand plays another thumb on B flat. Then the right hand will play 2 notes. These are 16th notes. The little finger will play G and the forefinger will play F. So the whole measure together goes like this. Now the left hand will move little finger to 2 G's below middle C. Right hand will play little finger on 2 G's above middle C. Then the right hand goes to thumb on B flat. Left hand will change to 3-finger on B flat, while the right hand plays another B flat. Then right hand plays 2-finger C. Then the left hand changes to little finger on A, while the right hand plays another 2-finger C, thumb on A. Then left hand changes to thumb on the A right below middle C, while the right hand's playing 3-finger D, and then 2-finger C. The whole measure sounds like this. Now the left hand gets to play it has an octave below sign. So normally it would be playing 2 D's below middle C. But since it has the octave below sign, it gets to play the lowest D on the piano. While the right hand gets to play 3-finger D, 2 D's above middle C. And then the left hand just holds, while the right hand does thumb on A, 2-finger C, 3-finger D, 4-finger F sharp, then cross the thumb under to put the thumb on the A above that, and then 4-finger D. So the whole measure sounds like then there's a little bit of looks like a breath mark there. And then we go back to the same musical phrase that we started this with just a bit ago. Left hand will be little finger on 2 G's below middle C. Right hand will have little finger on B flat, 2 B flats above middle C. Then the right hand will go to thumb on D. Left hand goes to 2 finger or 1 on D above where it was, while the right hand plays another D. Then right hand plays 3 finger E flat. Left hand scrunches up, so your little finger's playing C below middle C, while the right hand plays another E flat, and then thumb on C. Then left hand goes to 3 finger E flat, while the right hand plays another C, and then the little 16th notes, 5 finger A, then 4 finger G. So the whole measure sounds like similar to before. Left hand goes to little finger 2 F's below middle C. Right hand goes to little finger 2 A's above middle C. And then both your left and right hand move at the same time next. Your left hand will go to thumb on F below middle C. Big stretch. Right hand will go to thumb on C above middle C. Then your left hand's gonna play, this is a 16th note, and then it crosses your 3 finger over to A. So it's going up by crossing your 3 finger up. And then your right hand and your left hand come in together on the next 2 notes, which is thumb on middle C for the left hand, and thumb on the same C for the right hand. C above middle C. Then the right hand moves to 3 finger E flat. And then left hand moves all the way back down to 5 finger on B flat, 2 B flats below middle C, while the right hand's playing 2 finger D. And then right hand goes to thumb on B flat. Left hand goes to 2 finger F, while the right hand plays another B flat. Then the right hand's going to play 2 16th notes. It's going to play little finger G and then 4 finger F. So the whole measure together, it's this very similar but not quite exactly the same as the first measure for the 5th page. So here's where it's a little different. Left hand gets to play more notes. Left hand goes to little finger on G, 2 G's below middle C. Right hand is on G, 2 G's above middle C. And this one is almost exactly the same as the second measure of this page. Right hand goes to thumb on B flat. Left hand goes 2 finger D, while the right hand plays another B flat. Then right hand 2 finger C. Left hand goes to little finger on A, while the right hand plays another C, then thumb on A for the right hand, and then 3 finger D, 2 finger C. Meanwhile, the left hand just keeps holding its A, because that's a half note there. The whole measure sounds like to have the fun run all the way up the keyboard. So you should notice and know that the left hand in the music switches to treble clef here. So it could be confusing if you don't notice that. So the right hand starts off by playing 3 finger D, while the left hand is starting its run with the little finger on the D below middle C. Then that goes to, these are all 16th notes that it's running up the keyboard with. So it starts off with the D, and then the left hand goes to 2 finger A, thumb on E, cross your 3 finger up to F sharp, thumb on A, and then I decided to have the right hand take over here with thumb on 2 D's above middle C, 2 finger F sharp, 3 finger A, cross your thumb up to play thumb on D, because you notice this is an octave above. It says play an octave above what's written, so you're going up still. 2 finger F sharp, 3 finger A, 4 finger C, cross your thumb up to D, and then 2 finger F sharp, 3 finger A. Oh, nope, I did that wrong. Okay, hold on. We're going to go back to the beginning here with the 2 little finger on D for the left hand, 5 finger D, 2 finger A, thumb on D, cross the 3 up to F sharp, thumb on A, then we're going to have the right hand take over, thumb on D, and then 2 finger F sharp, 3 finger A. Now here is where I did it wrong just a minute ago. It says an octave above where written. So with written it would be the D above middle C. Since it says an octave above, it'll start again on this D above middle C. So now we have thumb on D. So we just played this D. We played D, F sharp, and A with the right hand. But since they said play an octave above what's written, we're going to be playing, and this is treble clef. It's going to the upper half of the staff. That's why we're playing the same D again. It's written a different way. So back to the same D, thumb, and then 2 finger F sharp, 3 finger A, 4 finger C, cross the thumb up to D, 2 finger F sharp, 3 finger A, thumb on back down to D, 2 finger F sharp, 3 finger A, and then we get to play thumb on D and 5 finger on the D above that. So all together, this sounds like this is left hand C, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, C, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, and D octave. So that's the whole run there. If we get good at it. Oh, sorry. Yep. I have to practice that one. But that's how you do it. Then we go to a very familiar melody on the 3rd line of this page. And then, so I guess we can remind you, we're going to start with the little finger on 2 Gs below middle C, and then the right hand will come in, 3 finger on 2 Gs above middle C. Now we're going to go to still familiar, C, left hand little finger on C below middle C, right hand was little finger on F, 2 Fs above middle C. Now, this last line is still familiar, but I'm going to go through it a little bit more detail because it's probably got a little difference from what we've done before. The left hand goes to little finger on F, and then the right hand comes in 3 finger on E flat. Then left hand's going to go to 3 finger on C below middle C, while the right hand plays another E flat, then a 4 finger F. Then left hand goes to thumb on A below middle C, the right hand plays another F, then 5 finger G, started back at the beginning of this measure. F, E flat, and then C with the E flat, then F. I think here on the repeated F, I would play the repeated F with a 3 finger instead of a 4 finger so I can move up, because I'm going to need to. So then the left hand thumb on A, right hand plays another F, but with the 3 finger, then 4 finger G, then the left hand moves to 5 finger on C below middle C, because you're going to need to move up, while the right hand plays another G, and then 5 finger A. Then the left hand's going to go to 4 finger on F below middle C, while the right hand plays another A, then 3 finger F. Left hand goes to 2 finger A, while the right hand plays another F. Then the right hand goes to thumb on C above middle C. Left hand's going to go to thumb on middle C, while the right hand plays another C above. Then right hand 3 finger E flat, and the left hand goes to 2 finger A, while the right hand plays another E flat, and then thumb on C. So the whole measure together. Little finger left hand is going on B flat, 2 B flats below middle C, and the right hand will be on 3 finger E flat, 2 E flats above middle C. And then the right hand goes to 2 finger D. Left hand plays 2 finger on F below middle C, while the right hand plays another D. Then thumb on C. Then the left hand goes to thumb on B flat, while the right hand plays 2 finger D, and then 3 finger E flat. Left hand goes to 4 finger D. Right hand goes to 2 finger D, and then thumb on C. And then left hand play the same D again, but this time with your 5 finger. And the right hand plays a 2 finger D along with that. Then left hand goes to 2 finger A, thumb on D above middle C, 4 finger F sharp below middle C. So that whole measure together. That's the 5th page. Let me try to play that whole thing. Let's see. This is the last measure of the 4th page.